Hello, I'm Paul Yakovich, Director of Facility Operations, and today we're going to be talking about the call center for the operations update for February. We cover a lot of different subjects on our operations update. Operations covers a lot of area, as you may know. Not only are we responsible for general maintenance and a lot of the preventive maintenance, we do minor construction. All of property management falls on the operations as a security. But today I'm going to talk about a very special facet of operations, and that's the call center. Call center is near and dear to my heart, and the more I talk about it, I think you'll understand why. Prior to 2011, all the maintenance calls that we would have come in from the residents happened during a period of time from 8 in the morning to 4:30 in the afternoon. Anything after that, they had to wait till the next day, or if it was an emergency, they had to call security. And then security would have to figure out whether they needed a plumber or electrician or whatever it would be. As Shell Point grew, that mode of operation just became too slow and not adequate to meet the needs of our residents. So the company did a very detailed study, and they developed the plan for a call center, a 24/7 call center in 2010, and we finally put the call center into operation in 2011. And they've been operating with great efficiency since then, and their responsibilities have really increased since then. That's some of the things that I'd like to talk as well. But again, it's a sense of pride with me. I'm very, very pleased to have the call center part of this organization. I say that because, for instance, if you were to ask someone in dining about the menu or their operating hours, they would know that. But if you ask them about a grounds schedule or perhaps an activity, they wouldn't know that. The call center has to, by its nature, know everything that's out there. Hence the term, we say one call does it all. Those ladies are tremendous. It's a tremendous amount of information that they have to have available to them to answer the myriad of questions that come in on a daily basis. Very, very proud of them. Every once in a while they get stumped, but they know. I mean, they know where to go to get the right answer, and will always provide the information that's necessary. But the primary driving purpose for the call center is maintenance work orders. And I want to talk about how that works and show you a little bit of the call center and some pictures of the ladies that make that happen back there. A lot of the, we get anywhere over 150 to 170,000 phone calls every year. That generates anywhere from 60 to 70,000 work orders every year. A tremendous amount of information that flows through the call center. Again, that's not going to one point. It's going to the various departments, or sometimes the critical individual that needs that information to get that service provided. So that is an ongoing thing. It's a very, very dynamic environment. But also, the other responsibilities that have come under the call center. So this goes on simultaneously when the phone calls come in. They're responsible for the e-call and morning assurance programs. They are integrally involved with the 911 and EMS and security calls, and work closely with security and outside emergency responders. They update all the pendants and e-call information. One of the new responsibilities is coordinating and pickup of the Gulf Care transport program. They do scheduling and billing for special services for all the residents. Part of the responsibilities is assigning and working with the court reps for parking spaces and issuing barcode stickers for gate pass information. They're responsible for tracking and inputting all the comings and goings that the residents submit over the period of time. They have to close out all those work orders that are generated once they're completed. Well, they're involved in dispatching work orders and other service requests for apartment preparation. They also dispatch security and medical personnel. If we get a 911 call, What happens is that we're going to get our security and our nurse en route, sometimes arriving even before the outside emergency responder makes it to the property. We have, as you will see in the call center, we're monitoring the security cameras. We have security cameras in all the gates out there on Davis Road and the gatehouses that provides us a visual on what's happening at the gates. They process resident cost requests. That's something, if a resident wants something done at their expense within their unit, we'll provide the expertise of the contractor and give them a quote for the resident through an RCR. They take care of that. We do all the requests for pest control through our pest control contractor. It is handled by the call center. They coordinate the medical bus schedules and pickup times with transportation, and then any special project from the outside departments like sales, marketing, and activities is handled by the call center. Again, the primary job of the call center is to generate the work orders to take care of the myriad of service requests that come in. Primarily, all the work orders come in via phone. There is, as most of you know through the Shell Point websites, a portal that you can submit a work order via email. We also have a lot of walk-ins, so we do get a lot of company. Thank you for that. We always enjoy your company. And most often we get radio calls from the field. That is to say, either one of our maintenance personnel or one of our managers, and sometimes even a resident will notice something as they're out and about on property. They'll contact one of the Shell Point maintenance folks, and they'll radio in whatever that issue may be. Generally, usually, we really appreciate it when it's a safety issue, to get that called into the call center so we can get to it right away. That is really a brief overview of what the call center does. So it's not just maintenance work orders, but they do a myriad of other things. Those ladies are very, very busy back there and cover a lot of territory. What I'd like to do now is bring you to the call center and introduce you to Marilyn Chamberlain. She is the call center supervisor, and she'll fill you in on some other details of the call center.
Thanks, Paul. A little bit about what we do here at the call center is a lot of people think that all we do is answer the phone. We also do a lot more than that, as Paul explained. We take a lot of work order requests from residents. They call in with an issue. We not only log that issue on our call log, so there is a record here, but we also put it in the system. Then we dispatch it to the maintenance technicians, who then take care of a resident's problem or issue that they're having. We handle, on an average, this year so far, we've handled about 65,000 work orders that we've issued for residents, and approximately 72 to 73,000 calls have been coming in. It's a big job that we do. We also have to maintain a schedule. We do RCRs, resident cost requests for people. We do a lot of the 911 calls, morning insurance calls. We do an update weekly too of the work orders. We print out what work orders are still open, where do we need to go, how long has that work order been sitting here, and then maintenance acts accordingly to get those taken care of for the resident. The employees here become very knowledgeable and friendly with the residents when they call in, so they get to know them personally, which is good. And it's always good to remember that whenever you have any kind of an issue or a question, always call us here at the call center. If we don't know, we'll find out the answer. So that's what we do. Call 454-2190.
Okay, thanks, Marilyn, for all that information you provided, and again, thank you for all you do. Much appreciated. In closing, I want to cover one last point. You've seen how the call center works regarding processing work orders. Shell Point in the future is working on a system where we will have electronic work orders. Now all the work orders that are dispatched are all on paper, but this is going to provide us the ability to send a work order request directly to the technician on site on a tablet. So that is a work in progress. But that's another story and another segment of a Shell Point Operations Update. I'm looking forward to giving you that one. You all have a good day.